Hi, I'm Glenn, City of Island Fishing Field Team, COAF Field Team, and this round we want to talk about a new format that we're using, iFishNews.com podcasting. So we're going to use that for our audio format to get the word out and then tie it into our video format on our YouTube channel. And hopefully we can spread the word out on different things about how we learn to fish different situations. And by learning to fish by our trials and errors, hopefully y'all will catch a fish or two. All right, so do check out iFishNews.com. We just got our first episode posting here. It'll be tied into this video. And then do stay tuned for more. All right, next time we'll catch y'all in. Good luck and good fishing. Hi, I'm Glenn, City of Island Fishing Field Team, COAF Field Team. And this round, well, what do we have to talk about? Well, we'll talk about some recent learnings. Well, in this case, learnings from a Tenkara fishing standpoint, because we just picked up a new Tenkara rod, Tenkara USA's I Gotta Tenkara rod. And to talk about that, we have a couple of videos that we posted previously. We'll go and shoot the videos up here from our website, COAF Field Team on YouTube. And let's just share that really quick here. So we've got several ones where we posted one down here, ordered the I Wanna Tenkara rod at a 30% discount, Tenkara Fishing. All right, and so I posted that about 6 days ago, and guess what? Put the order in, it came in on this past Monday. And in between that, while we were waiting for it to arrive, went and did some fishing, tied some foam grasshoppers, the beaver tail variant, and we were able to catch a few bass there at a local pond. And then got a little update when it did come, able to do a little unboxing of the Tenkara rod. Came with a 30% discount plus a cool looking hat. And so we got this cool looking hat we have over here in the thumbnail of fishing updates, Tenkara I Wanna, unboxing, and more at COF Field Team, Zoom V podcasting, and fishing. A lot of hashtags there. So anyways, starting to get used to this vlog podcasting style. And we kind of like it, especially using Zoom. Maybe we'll open up these meetings to others to join us, but eventually, at least for now, we'll just kind of get our episodes started so we can start our episodes of V podcasting at COAF, City of Island Fishing Field Team. Okay, and then finally, yesterday, Tenkara Fishing Local Ponds, Tenkara USA right here. Just posted that this morning, or I think this afternoon. Yeah. Anyways, it's a fairly long video, about 14 minutes or so, but the key takeaway from there is the fly line. Well, actually, it's more of a fly line with a weight forward capacity. So you can buy them for a Tenkara rod. It's a little foam deal here that we have, and some twist or braided line or furled line. And we were using this a lot of times with our Tenkara rods. And from there, decided to switch it up and took some old fly line. Let's go grab it here. And so we would just take the heavy portion of it because it was a weight forward fly line. And we would just kind of take it to the point where we would take the thin section. In that thin section, we used the backing of some Dacron fly line backing, put a nail nut on there, a perfection loop, and then that was that loop-to-loop connection to the Lillian on a Tenkara rod. So that helped out in getting some pretty decent casting using the Tenkara rods. And we tried it the other day with the Tenkara USA I Gotta Tenkara rod, and it worked out well. Maybe it gets a lot of bluegill, missed a few more as well as this little bass, a scrappy little bass that went for a foam grasshopper, hint, hint, beaver tail foam grasshopper, just a miniaturized version of it, our original ones that we used to tie. That was the game getter, because if you can see in the background picture here, ooh, it was pretty messy. A lot of algae, salad, green salad. So we're bringing in the Tenkara, using the Tenkara rod to cast the fly. Initially, it was a Tenkara fly and was just getting clobbered. All that green stuff was in there. And oh, by the way, had to keep stopping and getting it off there. Did actually have a strike at one of the ponds we went to. The second pond, this one where all the green stuff was, well, that didn't quite get the game going with the bluegill there. But luckily, we had that foam grasshopper available to us. And guess what? We were able to catch them. And so do check out that video. We just posted it today. Good long video, but in there's some key takeaways that you want to take a look at. One is the line itself on how we used it and how we set it up. on the rod. And then two, how it casts. It almost casts like a normal fly rod. You can just kind of just get used to the swing and the back cast and whatnot. And then also notice that fishing these two ponds that we had gone to was not a problem with getting the distance that you needed, because that length of fly rod, or in this case Tenkara rod, the fly line along with the leader and tippet, definitely did not feel undergunned when it came to fighting these fish, as well as getting your fly to where they need to be. So that was pretty good. So the other key takeaway with this Tenkara rod is it's portable, it's transportable, it's backpackable. Yours truly likes using a hunting vest because it has a game pocket as our fishing vest in the summer. We don't normally use our normal fly fishing vest when we go out to the different rivers, be it the Blue River, the Beaver's Bend, or maybe the Guadalupe, or just our local rivers around here. But when we're fishing local ponds, we like having the ability to just have that vest available to it, be it in a little pickup or hanging somewhere in the house somewhere, so we can just grab it and go with some key things in there. Usually there's a fly box in there with some flies, some extra line, nippers, and that's pretty much all you need. But the other thing that we do like about it is in that back pocket, or game vest, game pocket, where we used to put when we used to hunt more quail and dove and whatnot. We would use that instead. What we do now is we'll put usually some kind of warm weather, or not warm weather, maybe foul weather gear in there as a backup, as well as when we're out Senko fishing, we'll put the Senko plastic lures in there, because it's just easy access to grab it from behind you. And then guess what? When you're Tenkara fishing, well, this Tenkara rod, as well as a couple other ones we have, easily collapse and fit easily in the back of the game pocket, or fishing vest, quote unquote fishing vest. So do take a look at that video. It's got a little demo at the end that just shows you how yours truly likes to carry this one, especially when we're out backpacking. I mean, who wants to go backpacking without having a fishing rod? You got to have one, and this allows it to. Anyways, so that's all we had this round. So learn to fish by our trials and error. Just stay with us with these V podcasting. We're starting to work it into our routine. We do have a blog. We do have a website. We do have various social media accounts, be it on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube being our main area of, I guess, posting or communicating to folks. But we're starting to like this Zoom piece, because with Zoom, we're able to hold interviews as well as demos on the fly, as well as some true feedback with our listeners, as well as readers or viewers, because instead of waiting for that delay, be it an email, a chat, or an IM, well, not even an IM, more of a chat, instant message on Messenger, there's always some kind of delay, and there's that person-to-person loss of, I guess, sociability when it comes to a text and versus someone talking and hearing their voice. You know, getting lost in translation. One of our favorite movies, Lost in Translation with Scarlett Johansson. Definitely wouldn't mind some non-texting activities with that individual. Anyways, one of our favorite actresses, along with a couple of other movies that she's done. Oh, we're getting sidetracked now. Anyways, let's get back on track. Bottom line, Tenkara fishing, Tenkara USA, the I want a rod, I got a rod. Go take it out and do try it at some of your local ponds. In this case, because the area was clobbered, like in the picture behind us, for those on the podcast, there's a picture of the pond that we fished at, and there's some greenery in the water. You can see the algae, moss, I don't know what you call it, green stuff. That's right near the bank that was hindering the ability to use some of the other flies that we had. But when we use that foam grasshopper, that seemed to be the ticket, and we were able to get them. A couple of things also with that foam grasshopper. One end of the pond, they wanted basically a little twitch, or a little slow stop and go, twitch, stop and go, and then they'd hit it, retrieve. Other side of the pond, they wanted movement. Get into the water, cast it, and immediately start popping away with a twitch and just keeping a steady movement on there. And we were seeing them come up and snag it. And just yours truly was off on his mojo because a couple times, more than a couple times, many times, ended up missing the hook strike. So anyways, let's get this one out there. This is our second. We're not going to even call this bait test. This is our second V podcast, and we're going to get out there, and hopefully we can get more of these out there for you. Hopefully we can have some two-way communication. Maybe we'll reach out to some folks and maybe have some interviews with them. Some of those local fishermen in our area who are definitely more expert than us. And guess what? We'll still like to learn by our trials and errors. So learn to fish by our trials and errors. In this case, that includes being able to look on YouTube, fishing forums, online, people to people, getting some tips and hopefully being able to translate it to use out in the field and then out to our readers, viewers, and other folks that want to stop by and check out our V podcast. COAF Field Team, City of Alasham Fishing Field Team, your host, Glenn. Until then, good luck and good fishing.